Alright, this question is one of the matriculation student actually asked me to help in this question, and she doesn't have the answer for this one. And to be honest, I'm not expert in this level yet. So yeah, let's like discuss this together. If any one of you find that my working got any problem, you just let me know at the comment section below. Okay, let's have a look at the part A first. Okay, they say something like they ask you to expand about this one, uh, cube root of 1 minus x in ascending order of x up to the x power of 3. Okay, so including the term in x power of 3. So I kind of need to expand this one up to x power of 3. And then hence they ask us to find the values of cube root of 7.992 correct to 3 decimal. Okay, and then they ask us to ignore the validities of the expansion, because as what I know, if this one is something like 1 minus x power of 1 over 3, when the power is the rational number of is not the positive integer, then we know that the x value must be between -1 and 1. Alright, so the x value must be between -1 and 1. So because of this range must be followed in order to make this one valid. So therefore, when we want to do the cube root 7.992 from this expansion itself, is kind of impossible. So but at the same time, this question also say ignore the validities of the expansion. So I will just substitute in, but definitely I know my answer will not be correct. Okay, so later I will just explain to you further. Okay, so let's try to explain this one first. So we kind of need to know the formula. So it's something like, if today we have something like 1 plus a power of n. So the formula is like 1 plus, and then we have something like n multiply a, and then plus n multiply n minus 1 multiply a square, and then divided by 2 factorial, because you just imagine this square, you have 2 factorial, and then plus n minus 1, n minus 2, and then a power of 3, and then divided by 3 factorial, and so on. So I can keep on doing. So like n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3. So then this is a power of 4. Here you have 4 terms over here, isn't it? So divide by 4 factorial, and so on. Then I can n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4, and then a power of 5 divided by 5 factorial, and so on. Alright. Okay, so right now I have a minus, sorry. So I have a minus x and power of 1 over 3. So right now my n is 1 over 3. And then I need to do up to the x power of 3 only. So therefore I guess I would do up to this term, then should be enough. So I no need to go all the way to a power of 4 here. Okay, so if you understand this one, then I will just expand here. So let's do it. So the first one is 1 plus, my n is 1 over 3, my a is negative x. Alright, plus, so this is 1 over 3. And then n minus 1, 1 over 3 minus 1, you get negative 2 over 3. And then negative x squared. And then divided by 2 factorial is 2. Okay, then plus n 1 over 3, n minus 1, negative 2 over 3. And then n minus 2 will be, this one minus 1 again, so it will be negative 5 over 3. Okay, then we have something like negative x power of 3 divided by 3 factorial. Okay, 3 factorial, or you can say it as a 6, because 3 factorial we know is 6. Alright, then we definitely still have other term, but we will stop up to x power of 3, isn't it? Then we just trying to simplify this one. This is 1 minus 1 over 3x. Alright, the first term is very easy. Okay, this one we kind of need to solve some number here. This one should be 2 over 9 divided by 2 again. So yeah, you can use a calculator. Should be minus 1 over 9 x squared. Alright, then this one will be 27 over 10. So will be something like 10 over 27, and then divided by 6 again. So we should have something like, okay, because of negative x power of 3, so we still have the minus here. Even negative, negative, positive, but here have one more negative, so it'll be minus 5 over 81 x power of 3. Okay, because the question actually asks us to define something like cube root of 7.992. So you see both also cube root. So basically we know 1 minus x is actually equals to 7.992. So I will do a simple one. 1 minus x equals to 7.992. So by solving this one, we know x basically is negative 6.992. Okay, so this is kind of invalid really. Like I say, x must always between negative 1 and 1. But this is negative 6.992. So what we want to do is, if you want to find what is that value, supposedly, we need to sub our x back into this final result here. So in order to get 7.992 cube root, right, power of 1 over 3, then I will just substitute into it. Even though I know the answer is wrong, but yeah, just let's do it. 0.992 minus 1 over 9 negative 6.992 and then square, and then minus again 5 over 81 negative 6.992 power of 3. Okay, then I type in the calculator. So I'm not sure why they want us to do about this wrong answer. Negative become positive, right? 6.992 over 3. Square get positive, right? So I can just minus 1 over 9 or 6.992 square. And then this one here is negative, and then here negative again, so we get positive. So I can straight away do positive, or you can just type negative in it, also get the same result. Okay, because some students just don't want to think so much, then you can just type everything here. Power of 3. Okay, then you enter, you will kind of get something like 18.999. Okay, and because we know this cube root close to 8, so the real answer should close to 2. So it should be 1.99 something. So if you do, sorry, it's not square root, it's cube root. It's cube root 7.992. Your real answer should be, your real answer for this one should be 1.999. So right now we kind of get 18.999. So we know this one is basically invalid. Okay, but we know that, okay, how do we check is valid or invalid, right? So because we know that our expansion is correct, so if I insert any value into here, which is like between negative 1 and 1 here, between this range here, then I will get the valid answer. So I real quick do a really quick experiment to show what I'm talking about. So imagine if my x is negative 0.5. Okay, negative 0.5 is within this range, isn't it? So if I insert into here, I will get something like 1 minus negative 0.5 become 1 minus negative 0.5 and then cube root, isn't it? So this one is like 1.5 and then cube root. So yeah, we can do a calculator quickly. What is the cube root for 1.5? So we will get something like 1.1447. So if I sub 0.5 in negative 0.5 into my x, see whether I can get this number or not to prove that my expansion is correct or wrong. So 1 minus 1 over 3, and then my x is negative 0.5, and then minus 1 over 9, and then my x is negative 0.5 square, and then I minus 5 over 81, and then my x is negative 0.5 cube power of 3. Okay, so I type enter, you realize I actually get extremely close answer here, like 1.147. Okay, so it will be slightly different because I only up to x power of 3. If I can up to like x power of 6, then I can get extremely close answer here. So therefore, I know my expansion, this expansion here is valid. Okay, so yeah, this is how I explain about my answer at the part A here. Okay, so yeah, I hope you get it. This is the 7 mark here. So they asked us ignore about validity. So I guess because yeah, we cannot get any value like negative 6.992 here. So they asked us to continue until 3 decimals. So this is how I get 18.999. Okay, 7 mark here. So I will go to the part B. Okay, for part B, they ask us to expand in this form. So this one is basically 3x plus 9 power of 1 over 2, right? Square root is power of 1 over 2. So if you want to factorize out the number and make it become 1, so we kind of need to factorize out the 9. But because this is power 1 over 2, so we will factorize out the 9 power of 1 over 2. So you just imagine you take out 9 from x here, you get x over 3. You get 9 from 9, you get 1 here, power 1 over 2. Then I will just rearrange. Square root 9 is just 3. So this is 1 plus 1 over 3x, power 1 over 2. So I just like swap place among them. Alright, this is what they want. So I already did. Then hence, expand this as a series and then up to x in terms of x power of 3. So I will do this. I will do back the same thing. So I have something like 3, 1 plus 1 over 3x, power 1 over 2. Alright, then here will be 3 multiply the whole things I want to expand here. So let's expand it. So the first one is 1, and then is I will get something like n minus my multiply my x, which is 1 over 3x, and then plus next term is 1 over 2, and then this is n minus 1, isn't it? So it's 1 over 2 minus 1, negative 1 over 2, and then this is 1 over 3x square divided by 2 factorial, which is 2. Okay, then the next term will be, okay, let me move around, plus 1 over 2, and then n minus 1, negative 1 over 2, and then minus 1 again for this term, so it will be negative 3 over 2. And then this one will be 1 over 3 x power of 3 divided by 3 factorial, which is 6. Okay, so here is up to x power of 3 already. Then I will just stop here. Definitely, we still have many other terms we can go to, but I will stop there. Alright, then I will just try to solve here. The 3 I will just leave outside. This is 1 plus. This one I will get about 1 over 6x. It's quite simple. Alright, here is 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 9 is 36. Isn't it? 4 times 9, I should get 36. Even though I have a minus here. Then divide 2 again. So divide 2 basically 72. So this one should be minus 1 over 72 x squared. Okay, I will get negative because here I have minus. Of course, you can type everything into the calculator here. I'm just a bit lazy. So I will just do manually here. So here we have something like 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 8 times 27. And then 27 and 3 I can simplify. So here I actually have left a 9 here. So 8 times 9 is 72. So 72 times 6 is 432. Alright, then I check the sign here should be positive. Okay, so I will get something like plus 1 over 432 x power of 3. Okay, if you are hardworking, you can just type every single one except the x into the calculator. But this is 1 over 3 power of 3. And then the whole thing divided by 6. Then you should be able to get this value. Alright, done the expansion. So we still have some other things, but I will just stop here. Alright, this is what happened after I expand this one plus 3 x power of half here. Alright, then what the question asks us to do next. Okay, so I done already. Then the part 1, they asked us to state the range here. So like I say, the part 1 is kind of bonus mark. So I guess the x of range should be between negative 1 and 1. Okay, state I basically is just 1 or 2 mark. Yeah, you can write this or you can write the modulus x is less than 1. It's the same meaning. Alright, then we go to the part 2. They say when x equals to 1 over 4, ask us to approximate square root 39, correct to 1 decimal. So we kind of need to sub the 1 over 4 into the equation to see what happened. Okay, so let's say I have square root of 3, 1 over 4 plus 9. So let's see what happened. 3 times 1 over 4 is 3 over 4. And then we plus 9. Alright, then the calculator will tell me this one is actually equals to square root 39 over 2. So basically, if I sub the 1 over 4 into there, I will get square root 39 over 2. So later, I only want square root 39. So I will factorize out the 1 over 2 from my answer here. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So since we have this expansion, so I will say when x equals to 1 over 4. So we just sub into here. So it's 3, 1 plus, here will be 1 over 6 times 1 over 4 minus 1 over 7, 2, 1 over 2, 1 over 4 square is 1 over 16 plus 1 over 4, 3, 2. 1 over 6 cube is 1, 1 over 4 cube is 1 over 64. Okay, then I will stop here. So this one I will just use a calculator, definitely. 1 plus 1 over 24, 6 times 4. And then plus 1, minus 1 over, this one will be 72 times 16 at the denominator. Then plus 1 over 432 times 64. Okay, so yeah. I think I shouldn't add the bracket, isn't it? Yeah, because you don't have the bracket. Okay, so I kind of get some decimal here. Yeah, supposedly I thought a calculator would give me a fraction, but it doesn't matter. Then this value haven't multiplied 3. Now I will multiply 3. So I will get something like 3.1225. Okay, so you should know this one is basically the square root 39 over 2. But the question asked me about square root 39. And then they asked us to correct into the 1 decimal. So I need to move the 2 to the other side. I multiply 2 and leave in the 1 decimal, which is I approximate 6.2 if leave in 1 decimal. And I will check with my calculator is what is square root 39. So I will get 6.2. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is the correct answer here. This is the part 2. Okay, so this one should be my correct answer. Okay, then we go to the C. Okay, given the third term of the expansion has the coefficient of Q, and then by using the expansion in the part A and part B to find the Q. Alright, so I kind of erased the answer of part A, but it never mind. It should be fine here. Okay, so basically we need to know what is the third term if I expand here. So okay, let me just copy it down real quick. Alright, so this is what the question wants. So the question basically asks us to do something like 1 minus x and 1 power of 3 and multiply the 3x plus 9 power of 1 over 2. And this one is the simplified version of the 3x plus 9 power of 1 over 2. I basically factorize out the 9 here. And 9 power of 1 over 2 out. So, okay, this is the answer we got from the part A and part B. So right now, the real question is, what is the third term here? So you just imagine, if I have something like this one power of 1 over 3 and this one power of half, if I multiply them, you can see here. So definitely I will get 3 different terms. The first term is basically a constant. Then the second term will be in terms of x power 1. If you imagine if I cross over multiply them. So like 1, I can multiply the number and then I can cross over. Then definitely I can get some cx squared and dx cubed and so on. Okay, I can all the way up to x power of 6 because I can do something like x cubed times x cubed. So therefore, right now, my third term should be coefficient of x power of 2. Okay, my third term will be coefficient of x power of 2. So the question says something like that coefficient is actually the q. So right now, my c here is sort of the q here. So you have something like qx squared. So right now, my logic is I want to find a coefficient of x squared, which is my third term. Okay, if you get the idea, then I can do for you right now. Okay, so for this one, normally I will just insert the things. 3 I will just leave at the front here because it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter so much now. So I will just insert to give you some idea when both of them multiply each other. So over here, this is something like 1 plus 1 over 6x minus 1 over 72x squared plus, actually last term I don't even need to write because I only want x cubed. So this one, even if I don't write also never mind because I'm not going to use it. But over here, okay, if I want to get the coefficient of x squared. Okay, now you kind of need to think how to get x squared. So my 1, I need to multiply the x squared term, isn't it? In order to get the x squared. And then my 1 over 3x need to multiply with 1 over 6x in order to get x squared, isn't it? And then my negative 1 over 9x squared can only multiply the 1 in order to get x squared, isn't it? And all the term I keep on need to multiply the 3 as well. So, okay, let's start with the first term first. So, yeah. So I can leave the 3 outside, it doesn't matter. So I can multiply at the end, it doesn't matter. So I can say the q is actually equals to, so like 1 multiplies this one is negative 1 over 72. Okay, I only want coefficient of x squared, so I will not write the x squared out. Then the second term, negative 1 over 3 multiplied with 1 over 6, so I get negative 1 over 80. Okay, 1 over 3 then 1 over 6 is very easy. And then negative 1 over 9 times 1, I get negative 1 over 9. So this one will be my answer of q here. So it will be 3 multiply, put the bracket, negative 1 over 72 minus 1 over 80 minus 1 over 9. Alright, so my coefficient of third term will be 13 over 24. Alright, so I hope I didn't make any mistake for this video, because this video is super long. Yeah, so therefore they asked us to find the value of q, and I think I just did, which is negative 13 over 24. Alright, so I hope this super long binomial expansion video actually can help you understand better on how to solve this kind of matriculation level, or I can say pre-U level of the binomial expansion question. Alright, I hope you find this video helpful to you. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.